Testing 1 2 3. 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 Usually a different way. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. Oh, I could hear myself. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Well, I mean, I hear it in the headphones pretty well. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. That turns it up louder in my headphone. Yeah. I'll pose on chat to see if anybody responds. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for the time being. Wait till after the... Oh. All right. And welcome, Lions fans. We are here in Berryville, Arkansas, and you can be too. If you headed out right now, you could get here to the the Green Forest to hopefully celebrate a win for the Gravette Lions at the end of the game. So, not a lot of you are probably going to be taking me up on that offer to jump in your car right now to head over here to Green Forest, but just wanted to let you know that you could. We always like to have as much people in the stands cheering on the Lions as we could have. A night that's cold, but right now there's no rain, which is good. I think that's going to be useful for Gravette and their passing attack tonight. So we're hoping that that keeps up for the rest of the night. So let's talk a little bit about the Green Forest Red Tigers. Yes, they are just tigers, but their colors are red, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Red and white for tigers. So Red Tigers, I'm borrowing that from Lion Letterman podcast. I heard that on today. All right, let's talk about rankings. Right now, Green Forest, Max Preps, they're going to be ranked 45, and then Hootens are ranked 46. Where's Gravette, you might wonder? Gravette currently in Max Preps is ranked 33, and then Hootens ranked 32. So, in both of these publications, they are predicting a Gravette win tonight. We certainly want to have a Gravette win tonight because with a win tonight, Gravette, unless some very strange things happen, will be playoff bound. Now, of course, the remaining games would help determine what seed that we are in those playoffs. But the most important thing tonight, though it's cold, though it could potentially be wet, the Lions just need to take care of business tonight on the field, get a win, and most likely punch that ticket to the playoffs. So I talked about ratings. The Hootens is predicting Gravette to win by 12. I think we're going to do better than that. We'll find out. Hopefully the boys aren't overlooking this game with Shiloh Christian coming up next week. It's easy to overlook an opponent when you have the team of Shiloh, which is in some publications ranked number 1 in the 4A, some ranked number 2, but the thing that everybody agrees with is they're good. So hopefully our boys are not overlooking this game to that Shiloh Christian game, and coming here tonight at Green Forest to take care of business and punch that ticket into the playoffs. Green Forest, how did we get where we are now? Green Forest currently 2-5 overall and 0-4 in the conference. Green Forest wins come over the powerhouses, Yellville, Summit, and West Fork. A little bit of sarcasm there, perhaps. But they do have 2 wins, which I believe is better than what they did last year. So, good for Green Forest. But when we got to conference play, things have looked a little bit murkier for the Green Forest Tigers. They are giving up 47 points a game and scoring only 7 points a game in conference play. So this is a team that, once we've gotten to conference, has discovered that the sledding's pretty rough. So we're hoping to continue that, though, tonight. I wish them all the luck in their remaining games, but tonight we want the Gravette to prevail. Of course, if you've been listening and watching these broadcasts, you already know the story of Gravette 1 and 2 in non-conference play. 2 games that were a little bit rougher to begin with, but then started to catch the stride with the J Oklahoma. It came up the first week of conference and was able to defeat Lincoln, and then had 2 rougher games against Pea Ridge and Prairie Grove, where honestly Gravette was outmanned. Just being honest about it. But then last week, when Berryville came into town, we were able to take care of business there, reverse that trend, and get back on a winning streak. And we're hoping to keep that winning streak up tonight. How does the conference look right now? Well, very interesting. There's going to be a lot that's going to be able to be shaken out at the end of the night. But right now, in the top of the conference, you have Shiloh Christian, 7-0 overall and 4-0 in conference play. And you have Pea Ridge, 4-3 overall, 4-0 in conference play. Then tied for third, you have a 4-team logjam. Not all 4 of these teams can make the playoffs. One of these teams is going to have to sit at home when playoffs start. But Lincoln, 5-2 overall, 2-2 in conference. Of course, Lincoln had the great 3-0 non-conference start, but has been a little bit more stymied in conference play. Then Gravette, 3-4, 2-2 in conference play. Gentry, 4-3, 2-2 in conference play. And Prairie Grove, 2-5, 2-2 in conference play. And then tied for 7th is going to be Berryville and Green Forest, both 0-4 in conference play and both 2-5 overall. Other games tonight in conference will be Pea Ridge at Berryville, Gentry at Prairie Grove, and Lincoln at Shiloh Christian. Don't suspect you're going to see a lot of surprises in these scores tonight. I think a very interesting game to see how it shakes out is going to be Gentry and Prairie Grove. Both of these teams, of course, at 2-2. So somebody is going to want to, get that win to advance in the conference, and somebody is going to step down. So Green Forest is going to be kicking off the Gravette. Not really sure who won the toss, but I know that Gravette will be receiving the ball first. Hopefully Gravette's able to come out and start a ground game, a pass game, whatever game we can, to go ahead and get scores on the board early. Because if the weather does get rough, we want to have the points already in the bank before that happens. So with that being said, they're giving me a little bit of a delay. With that being said, here we go. Pretty decent kick. Fielded. Kind of fumbled, but is able to get it. He's going to return that ball up to around the 32-yard line. And that's where we will start tonight on offense. Millsap with that return there, in case you're wondering. Gravette's going to start out 4 wide. And pass. Nice fake. Going to be upended, but after a gain of 5. And that is number 85, Cordell Donnell. I believe that is about, this is the first time I've called his name. Handoff. Nice run. He's going to pick up around 7 yards there. Isaac Dan on the run, and it's going to be good for a Gravette Lion. First down. Good for at least they responded this time. That's a little bit better. So, Lions line up 3 wide. Ooh, rough snap. Hilger picks it up. He's going to scramble. He's going to pick up around 2 yards there. Makes a little bit something out of nothing there. It's definitely something that the Lions are going to have to watch out for tonight. These the field conditions are rough. Let's just say they are a little rough out there, as you can probably see looking on camera there. So, and the ball is going to be wet. So we definitely going to need to try to avoid any turnovers, fumbles from wet balls here. So 2nd down and 8. Back to pass. Complete. Tries to make somebody miss there. Let's see who that is. Looks like that's Mason Dackley with the 10-yard pass. So that's another Gravette first down. Gravette is moving the ball pretty well so far. It's nice to see the passing game is on target. Incomplete pass. Looks like they were setting up a not officially a screen, because of course that would be illegal. But you could play around with that a little bit in the passing game. Another attempt to get that ball to Cordell Donnell, which, like I said, a little bit of a surprise. He hadn't really been getting much time out there, so that's nice to see. I don't know if there's some sort of injury that I don't know about. I do not go to Gravette High School, so I wouldn't know that. But it looks like we got another run there. Pick up around 3 yards there for Isaac Dan. That's going to bring us a 3rd down and 7 for Gravette. And I guess you could say this would be the first test on offense tonight to see how they respond, to see if we can get a first down. What I'm noticing tonight is I haven't seen Chase Austin out yet. I don't really know what's going on with that. I'll ask my stream team members here later if they know why Chase Austin might not be out on the field. And a timeout. Timeout on Gravette. So, my stream team members, do y'all know why Chase Austin isn't here? Okay, well, stream team just said that they've kind of been doing a little switching around with who's starting the game. Surprising to me, I mean, Chase Austin consistently is a stud on offense for us and on defense too. But if that's the case, I'm sure we will see him out on the field here at some point. So after the timeout, looks like Gravette's going to be 4 wide again. Let's see what they come up with here. Back to pass. Pass complete. And Donnell is going to pick up a first down, a gain of around 8 yards there. So Cordell Donnell is on fire tonight here. And it did look like Chase Austin was out there on that last play, so lined up as wide receiver. It looks like he's in the backfield right now. Fumbled snap. Hilgard falls on it. Once again, it's going to be a wet ball, and there's going to be potential for that all night. But, of course, that goes both ways. So when Green Forest is on offense, hopefully we will be able to benefit from fumbled snaps, things of that nature. Hopefully we will be able to get turnovers as well. But after the fumble snap, we're at 2nd and 11. 3 wide and 2 in the backfield. Hand off to Austin. Austin pushes one down. He's going to pick up around 3 yards on that. On the first run of the night. He was able to give that defender a stiff arm there, but the defender stayed latched on, was able to bring him down, and that's going to bring up that's a terrible spot, in my humble opinion. I don't think that they gave him any yards, and I don't think that's correct, but pass complete. Looks like he's going to be a little short of the first down, though. Looks like that pass was complete to Ian Drake. for around a gain of 8, which puts us at 4th down and 2. I suspect we're going to see Gravette go ahead and try to punch this 4th down into 1st down. And he's able to draw him off sides. We'll take that as well. 1st down by penalty works just the same. So Gravette's going to get 1st down after Hilger is able to draw the defense off sides. So now it's 1st down for Gravette at their 15-yard line. 4 wide. Looking the pass. Complete. That's a tight window they threw it in there. Going to pick up around 7. Complete to Austin. But these are some interesting spots. Gain of 9, apparently, according to the guys out there on the field. Could very well be. I'm not able to see very well just because the lines are a little bit dull here. Hand off. Austin breaks through. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Austin just hammers his way through. Punishes the defense for a 6-yard run for a touchdown, and the Gravette Lions is going to take the early lead in this one. Nice run by Austin. He was able to just slide through that line like butter, or a hot knife to butter. I suppose butter trying to slide through the offensive line doesn't make a lot of sense. Lions attempts to run the fake field goal again. They did that last week and was not successful, and not successful tonight either. But I guess it gives Green Forest something to think about on the extra point attempts there, that we can do that. I think that maybe we're seeing a little bit of that because of the condition of the field, the ball being wet. Maybe it's instead of trying to kick the field goal, they're thinking maybe we just go for 2-point conversions here. But needless to say, we still get the touchdown. We get the 6 points, and Gravette's going to go up 6-0 with 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Gravette's offense able to do pretty much what they wanted to going down the field there. They did have the 4th down, which they were able to get the first by penalty. But for the most part, offense, rushing, passing, everything looked pretty good. So hopefully we'll see that trend continue here. So Gravette's line to kick off. Bet we're going to see a squib kick, a little pooch in the air. And that's what we have. They're going to return it. Gets a decent little run back on there, and they're going to start on their 34-yard line. So it's time for the defense to come out, and the defense had a strong showing last week versus Berryville. Berryville was able to go down the field and with their first possession and score a touchdown and really wipe off most of the first quarter. But after that, the defense really stepped up and started to figure out what was going on and prevented them from scoring any more of the rest of the game. And Green Forest is going to benefit from a penalty right there. Gravette jumps off sides. So Green Forest giving Gravette a little bit taste of their own medicine there. And I'm going to get to start with 1st down and 5 now. But the defense last week definitely stepped up and was able to diagnose the problem and get some stops. But Green Forest here, with the benefit of the 1st and 5, is going to score 1st down on their first rush there, a gain of 5 yards. They didn't get that 1st down by much, but they did get a 1st down. And now they are saddled with 1st down and 10 again. Gravette in the diamond T formation. Handoff. And he's going to be wrestled down for a loss of around 2 on the play. So Gravette defense able to get some pressure in the backfield there and meet the running back in there. They came in and said hello to them. How are you doing? Green Forest is a little bit like Gravette with regards to amount of players on their team. Green Forest doesn't really have a lot of players on their team. We're hoping to see Gravette next year have more players when the excitement builds. Running back's going to have a nice run there for Green Forest. He's going to pick up around 14 yards there. So, nice run by Green Forest on the toss. So, Green Forest is having a little bit of success now on offense. And Green Forest is going to line back up in their diamond T formation. Toss out to the outside. He's got a little bit of room. And he's going to be wrestled down, but after gaining around 8 yards. So right now these tosses out to the running backs are being successful for Green Forest. They're able to, take advantage of the fact that with a bit of a sloppy field, the defensive ends are having a little bit of trouble getting out there to that edge to defend these tosses. I suspect that's something that the Gravette offensive coordinator is taking note of as well, though. Maybe we'll see a few more tosses outside. Fake. Then the inside run. Nice fake there. And they're going to end up picking up around 9 yards. So right now, Green Forest is doing pretty well on offense, running the ball here. Nothing to be too concerned about. Just like last week, Berryville was able to, on their first drive on offense, was able to go down and score some points, and then the defense really ratcheted up. Same thing happened with Lincoln. In the first conference game, Lincoln was able to strike first on offense, and then after that, the defense for Gravette really shut them down. So, nothing to be too concerned about, seeing them move the ball. The defense has been able to make pretty good adjustments this year when they aren't just totally outmanned, which does happen from time to time. But the Green Forest right now, give them credit. They are executing their plan pretty well. Inside handoff. He's not going to get much on this one, though. Let's see where they end. They give him a favorable spot. They give him a really favorable spot. I apologize. These lines are really throwing me off. No yardage there, so that makes more sense with what I saw with my eyeballs, compared to where they, handed it off. Pride of Lions is going to wrap him up there. He's maybe going to gain 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up third down and 8. And that is the down that the Green Forest Lions are going to learn to hate, because that's when the line destruction crew comes out and destructs with ferocity, as only a lion can. A hungry lion for a win. A hungry lion for an opportunity to punch their ticket into the playoffs. So third down and 8. Let's see what happens. Pass. Complete. They're going to rule them incomplete. So the Gravette Lions hold them on this third down. That's going to bring up fourth down 4th down and 8. They're in a position right now. They're a little too close to the goal line. The punt's a little too far to kick a field goal. So I suspect we're going to see the Green Forest Lions, Green Forest Tigers go for it, and they actually go out in a 4-wide set. Very interesting. Quarterback's back. Looks like he's going to scramble. And I can't pretend to tell you if he got the first down or not. He does not. So the Gravette Lions hold on the play, and I'm pretty sure that was a designed scramble from the get-go. So the Gravette defense stands strong, prevents the Green Forest Lions from being able to punch after having a promising offensive drive for themselves. And the Lions are going to get to start here at their own 18-yard line. Good job by the defense, keeping them from scoring. Looks like we're 3 wide, and we have a tight end in the ball game. Back to pass. Pass complete. Nearly slips. But ends up picking up around 8 yards on the pass play there. That's going to be complete to Ian Drake. That's Ian's second reception of the night. That's going to bring us to 2nd down and 2, which is always a good position to be in. With only 2 yards to go to first down, it allows you to do a lot of different things offensively. You can run, you can pass, you can do pretty much whatever you want in this position. Gravette's going to pass. Hilger is looking around. He's going to scramble. He's going to get a first down. Hilger ends up picking up around 6 yards on the scramble. So it looks like Green Forest defense had our wide receivers covered, and Hilger decided to take it for himself, which works for me. We'll see how much they're paying attention. That's good for a Gravette. First down, yes. And they hand it off. Austin gets ahead of steam. He's saying, I'm not going down that easy. He's going to pick up around 8 yards on that. Nice run by Austin after getting some initial contact right there by the line of scrimmage. And he says, no way, Jose. You're not getting me down that easy. Make that a gain of 9 there. I think that's probably going to be a struggle all night for me, just being able to eyeball where these well, now they're saying it was a first down. A gain of 10. I mean, I'll take it. 3 wide again, 2 in the backfield. High snap. A pitch to Austin. Austin's going to pick up another first down. He was never down. He came down on the back of a defensive player and then just pops right back up without touching the ground and picks up a lot more yards afterwards. So a heads-up play by Austin there. He's going to end up picking up on that around 30 yards. But around 20 of those yards came after the Green Forest player thought that he had him down. But like I said, he came down on the back of the defensive player, never actually touched the ground. Heads-up play by Austin. That's going to be a false start on Gravette there. So Gravette's going to march down to 5 yards back for first and 15. That's the first quarter. Four wide again for Gravette. Looking to pass. Ball's in the air. Nice pass. That's a touchdown. So great play. Pass complete. I'm trying to see the number here. Eventually, I will see the number. The PA announcer's having the same problem I am. Still have not seen the number yet to give this young man to do on the touchdown reception. Mason Dagley. Touchdown, Mason Dagley. 30-yard reception for a touchdown. Nice pass there. Got some good air underneath the ball. And Dagley was able to catch it in stride. We'll go over to two-point conversion, and that's gonna be good. Punched in by Chase Austin. So with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the first quarter, Gravette goes up 14-0 over Green Forest with a couple of nice chunk yard plays. A 30-yard run by Chase Austin and then a 30-yard reception by Mason Dagley with the pass from Cy Hilger. So offensively, Gravette right now is clicking on all cylinders. Even though it is cold, the ball's wet out there, Gravette's been very successful passing the ball tonight. But it's been a balanced attack. Gravette now has 7, 8, 9 rushes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pass completions. Probably a couple of those drops. So pretty even pass and run attack from Gravette so far in this game. Looks like the players are even having trouble figuring out where the 40-yard line was there. We were about to kick off with the 45, which would definitely have been a bit of an advantage. Another little pooch kick. Picked up. That's going to be a nice tackle there by Ian Drake. He meets them and rides them down. So the Green Forest Tigers are going to start the ball on the 27-yard line. They were able to have a little bit of success running the ball in that first drive. We'll see if Gravette defense has some changes and plans to be able to counteract that. Make that starting at the 28-yard line. So Green Forest lines up with 2 wide to the backfield and a tight end. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback was taken. He ain't going anywhere. He's getting 8 up there in the backfield. He's going to lose 5 yards on that. Not sure if that was an intentional run or if Gravette just got back in the backfield that quickly, but either way, it's going to end up with a loss of 5 yards on the play and bring up second down at 15 for Green Forest. Typically with a team that likes to run the ball, negative plays is not your friend at all because most times you're picking up, 4 or 5 yards on the ground. When you start moving that ball in the opposite direction, it makes things a lot more difficult. So let's see if this forces Green Forest to try to air the ball out. Sure looked like they wanted to with 4 wide. Pass. Intercepted. And he's going to be brought down within the 10-yard line. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and then picked off. So 36.2 seconds left at the first quarter. Gravette's going to have the opportunity here to punch in another touchdown before the end of the first quarter. So the good job on the defensive line, getting their hand up there, getting that big lion paw up there and slapping the ball and being able to land right in the hands of our defensive back. And here Gravette is, 3 wide, 2 in the backfield. Let's see what happens here. Handoff, Austin, cut, moves. He's going to be close. It's going to be a gain of 4. And but at a first down and goal on the 1-yard line. We're going to see if Gravette ends up snapping this before the end of the first quarter. We're down to 10 seconds. Let's see how bad they want another score before the quarter ends. Snap, hand off to Austin, and he punches it in. So that's the third touchdown of the first quarter for Gravette. And Gravette said, hey, I want another score before the first quarter, and they get it. So great play on defense to be able to pick off that ball and return it in the 10-yard line, and then 2 plays later, punch the ball in for a touchdown. And with 0.9 seconds left here, let's see if we attempt the extra point or go for another 2-point conversion. Looks like they're going for 2-point conversions. I think that they're worried about the footing here on going for field goals. So we might see this for the rest of the night. Austin, why not give it to him? He's been punching it in, and he punches it in again. And Gravette's going to go up 22-0 after the first quarter. So you couldn't really script it much better than that for a quarter. Of course, there will be a kickoff, but that will be the end of the first quarter unless Green Forest runs it back. That'll give us 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. Fantastic quarter for Gravette. And once again, balanced attack on very unofficial statistics here. We have 78 yards passing and 71 yards rushing. Can't really draw it up much more even than that. I suspect we're going to see another little pooch kick here. One of the up backs. Let's see if Green Forest catches on to this and starts bringing those, they're starting to sneak up a little bit here. That ball is going to go out of bounds, which is a penalty, but don't really know exactly how that works, but I suspect they won't accept the penalty, and they'll get the ball at the 46-yard line. I guess no time went off the clock, so they will have one play here before the end of the first quarter. I'm not a psychic, but I'm going to predict a run. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? They might go 5 wide and bomb it here. It just wouldn't be very likely. Green Forest definitely taking a while to think about it in the huddle. And the diamond T. Well, no, that's not a diamond. That's just a straight I formation. Pitch to the outside, which they had some success on earlier. And they were successful in being able to pick up 3 yards. But now, officially, the first quarter is over. We'll grab it up 22-0 over Green Forest. Once again, a fantastic quarter. You couldn't really couldn't ask for much more. I'll see if there's any scores up yet. Looks like in quarter one, Shiloh is up 6-0 over Lincoln. Gentry is up 8-0 over Prairie Grove in quarter one here. And Pea Ridge is up 14-7 over Berryville in quarter one. So looks like nothing too surprising. Maybe a little surprising about the Gentry being up on Prairie Grove, but it is quarter one, so nothing to get too worked up about. Stream team would like to thank everybody that's at home watching this game. I know it's a kind of a long trip to get out here to Green Forest, especially in wet and cold conditions. So we're glad to have everybody watching. Green Forest, a pretty decent run there by Green Forest. He's going to pick up around 18 yards on that rush. So nice run, best run that Green Forest has had so far this game. So Green Forest has had a little bit of success here, in the first quarter running the ball. It's not like we've stuffed them every time. But, that's the nicest run that Green Forest has had so far. That's going to bring up first down. There's 3 wide, 4 wide. Man in motion. And going to get a decent run out of that, too. Nothing like the last one there, but they're still going to pick up a pretty decent amount of yards. I'd say around 5 yards on that run. So that's 2nd down and 5, and that's when you're a team that likes to run the ball. That's a gain of 5 yards on first down is definitely what you're looking for. That helps make those next 2 downs a little bit more easy to get a first down. So Gentry's going to line up. I'm sorry, not Gentry. Green Forest's going to line up 4 wide again. Man in motion. Fakes. Quarterback keeper. He gets smacked there. Let's see who that is. I'm not getting a good look at the number there, but he gave him a smack. Maybe Hayden Knox, I think, with that hit. But he definitely let the quarterback know that he was there. Quarterback does pick up around a yard or 2 on that. Let's go bring down 3rd down and 4. And it's time for war. The line destruction crew is going to bring down the war on Green Forest there. Sorry, I didn't prepare myself very quick for my rhyme on 3rd down for that one. But nonetheless, the crew shows me that they were still listening and prevents them from getting a completion on 3rd down. That's going to lead us to 4th down, similar to the drive that Green Forest had to begin their offensive possession. They were able to march the ball down the field and got about the same place that we're looking at right now, and the drive stalled. And we're looking at about the same thing right now. They've driven the ball down. They've got the ball in, fairly close. Too close to the goal line to punt, too far to kick a field goal. So Green Forest takes a timeout, a wise timeout on their part, I would say. I know it's just the beginning of the second quarter, but if Green Forest is wanting to stay in this ball game, they need to convert this 4th down and get a first down if they have any sort of expectation to stay into this ball game, because so far they've showed no ability to stop the Gravette offense from scoring. So they have to get points when they get the chance. And right now, this is their chance to get some points. So I suspect that the Green Forest coach dug down deep in his bag of tricks for a play to try to pick up this 4th down conversion. Of course, we're looking for a stop on 4th down. Look at the pass, the late handoff, and it ain't going nowhere. He is brought down to the ground by Isaac Dan. Just throws him down to the ground, but just a filthy tackle there by Dan, and a loss of 2 yards. And Gravette's going to get the ball again after stopping yet another Green Forest drive, and we pick the ball back up on offense. So let's see if we can just drive down once again and punch it into the end zone. Ball's going to be on the 30-yard line, so we're looking at 70 yards to go for a touchdown. Looks like Gravette's going to be 3 wide and 2 in the backfield. Hilger's back to pass. He's nice pass, a little over the head there. Ball had a little bit of zip to it, but a little bit too high. I think you'd rather see a ball with nice velocity and a little bit overhead. I think you'd rather see that than a ball come out of Hilger's hand that's floating out there like a duck and behind the receiver. So I think we could live with that incompletion. And it's second down and 10. We got a couple more downs to go before we have to relinquish the ball. Pass again. That's a fumble. He needs to get on it. That should have been a fumble. That was a backwards pass. So they're calling an incomplete pass, but that was a backwards pass. So Gravette's going to catch a break on that one because, yeah. And that's a new play. I don't think I've seen Gravette run that so far this year, but that's the second time they ran it tonight. But that's going to bring us to third down and 10 to go. So Gravette's got a lot of yardage to go here to complete this first down and keep the offense on the field. Let's see what they draw up here. Back to pass. Puts the ball air underneath it. Oh! He's almost able to get back on the back shoulder there and pick that ball up. But I think that the best defender on that one was the turf here at Green Forest. I don't know where I'm at tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to end up being an incomplete pass. It's a nice pass. If the receiver is able to stop a little bit better and catch that ball on his back shoulder, that's what you're wanting to do. It would have been a nice completion, but just a little bit of slipping once he went to bring that in. So that brings up the first punt of the night. A little wobbly, but it's taking a Gravette bounce. Looks like it's going to be down around the 34-yard line. So Green Forest defense is able to get a little strong there and force Gravette 3 and out. Two of those were incomplete passes, so we helped them out a little bit, but that's all right. Gravette defense is going to come back out here, and so far they've shown that they are up to the task of stopping Green Forest, and hopefully they'll continue to do that on this drive. Green Forest lines up 4 wide, 1 in the backfield. They do that, but a lot of times they'll still run out of this, and that's what they do this time. There's going to be a flag on the play. I'm assuming it's going to be holding. Looks like we stopped them with the loss of 1, I would say, but with a holding play, yeah. We're going to go ahead and accept that penalty. We're willing to have them run first down again when they're doing it from 10 yards further back. Then second down and 11. So penalty there on Green Forest, and that's going to really march them back. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, when you're a team that primarily runs the ball, any sort of negative play is going to be an issue, and that's no exception here. First down and 20 now for Green Forest. They're coming back 4 wide again. Pass. Once again, that's very close to at least from up here where we're at. That looked like a backwards pass to me. But, of course, if they didn't call that backwards pass earlier, I wouldn't call this one either because that was pretty close to being a lateral. So yeah. They're going to mark it as an incomplete pass. If I was the coaches, I think I would be talking to the referees about that. And at this point on both sides, since we've seen 2 potential fumbles not called, both on both sides. Passed again, and he's getting rushed. He does have, this Pride of Lion eats him up. So I don't know if that was supposed to be a design run or not, but it is bad news for Green Forest Tigers there. I'm not going to pick up anything on here. So that's going to put the third down and 20 to go. Looks like we have a Gravette Lion player down. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We'll let you know who it is as soon as he comes up. Looks like that's going to be that's Isaac Dan that's down. He's walking off on his own, so we're hoping that that's nothing serious, and we see him come back out there. Never want to see anybody down or injured in the field of play, and that's one thing that we definitely need to avoid tonight is having some sort of injury. I suspect if things keep going the way they are, you're going to see your second stringers, maybe even third stringers come out tonight to help avoid injuries to your starters for the big game coming up next week. So, Green Forest, 3 wide, man in motion. And that is an incomplete pass. And it will be 4th down, and I suspect we will see Green Forest first punts of the night. I don't know anything about this Green Forest team, but it looks like they don't have a lot of faith in the quarterback throwing the ball downfield too far. Most of their passes have been pretty short attempts out to the flat or just to running backs. So high snap, pretty decent punt, picked up. Oh, and he trips himself up. He had some room to run there. So, yeah, Mason Dagley, he had some room to run, but once again, right now, the biggest defender that Green Forest has for us is this field. A bit of a sloppy field. It's been raining, as most of you guys know. So, no shame to Green Forest. But this field is wet, it's muddy, it's sloppy, and it's hard to keep your footage. So, but regardless, we did pass the 50-yard line, so we're going to start the ball at the 48-yard line. Ooh, Green Forest got some fans that are a little lively. How's the coach, I'm being told. High snap. My sources are telling me that that's the coach letting the players know that maybe they should do a little bit better of a job there. Isaac Dan there on the run. Gain of around 3. Back to pass. Nice pass. Is he going to go? Is he going to go? Oh, he stopped at the 12-yard line, but not after a very nice run. So, 45, 40, 30. That's going to be a gain of around 35 yards there. So, yeah, nice pass play. Hilger looked like he was about to take off with it, and right before he crossed that line of scrimmage, saw the wide open man, threw it to him, and picked up a nice chunk, nice chunk yards. So now it's 1st down and 10 to go on the 12-yard line. Gravette can score first down without scoring a touchdown, but we could go ahead and score a touchdown, and that's fine with me. Chase Austin's room to run. He's got it. Chase Austin in for the touchdown. 12-yard run. And Gravette's going to go up 28-0, pending the extra points. So Gravette boys offensively tonight are really doing a good job. The passing attack really doing well. I didn't know how well we were going to be able to pass the ball tonight, but looks like we're not having many issues at all with it. So, kick is up. Kick is good. So, proving me entirely wrong like I mentioned on the last time that we're probably going to just see 2-point conversions all night. They decided to make me look like a fool on YouTube here and go ahead and go for the extra point. So, but we'll take it. So with 7 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second quarter, Gravette's going to go up 29-0 over the Green Forest Tigers. I'll go ahead and take this time right now while we still have people watching online. You know, if the score keeps on going like this, we might not have people in the third and fourth quarter that's paying as much attention. But if you got a son or daughter that plays sports, you know, from the 7th grade all the way up to high school, let me encourage you to join the Athletic Booster Club. It's the best way for you to know what's going on with your son and daughter's sports teams and have a little bit of a say of what happens. And it's just a great way to help support your child and support the school district. And the same thing goes for band. If you have a son or daughter between the 6th grade and 12th grade that's in band, I encourage you to come to the band booster meetings and find out what's going on with the band. In fact, there's a band booster meeting that's coming up next week. Yeah, not Monday, but the Monday after next. So, by all means, participate in the school and those boosters. They'd love to have you there. So Green Forest is going to get the ball at the 44-yard line. They've got a long 56 yards to go before they could cross over to the end zone. So far, they've not been able to do that tonight. The defense has held up. Let's see if that continues. So Green Forest 4 wide once again. Handoff. And he's going to pick up around 2 yards on that. Long way to run just to get 2 yards. They're giving him 3 yards. So that's going to put us at 2nd down and 7 to go after a 3-yard gain. Green Forest once again 4 wide and 1 in the backfield. A little bit of trickery, but it nets them around 2 yards there. So that's going to put them 3rd down and 5. And I think you can't see it from up here, but the whole Tiger team is breaking out in hives because 3rd down and 5. It's time for the line destruction crew to come out and just wreak havoc on these Tigers here. It's the battle of the Lions and the Tigers, and the Lions are coming out right now and just dominating. So 3rd down and 5, LDC, the Zion quarterback run, and he ain't going nowhere. He's going to lose 4 yards on that. I'm not really sure what exactly they're trying to do. I suspect it's supposed to have been a quarterback run, but, man, it wasn't going anywhere. They give him a favorable spot. They say he only lost 2 yards. I guarantee you he lost 4 yards on that. I mean, from our position right here, I'm staring directly there. That's a favorable spot there. Down 29-0 in the second quarter. I mean, on the wrong side of the 50. I mean, I probably would punt it still. I mean, I know the offense hasn't been doing much, but yeah, you're really going to give Gravette a short field if they don't convert this. And it looks like another timeout. They're going to think about this. And I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, I'm not a football coach. I couldn't tell you what's the right answer to do here. But I mean, you want to extend drives. You want to score points. You know, but when you're on the wrong side of the 50-yard line with 4th down and 7 to go, I just don't think it's the time. I mean, if it was 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2, yeah, you probably go ahead and try to get that, even though that you're on the wrong side of 50. But 4th down and 7 I mean, if they don't get this first down, they're giving Gravette a very short field, and Gravette has shown that they can score pretty much at will tonight. I mean, it might spell doom, and they decide to go ahead and punt that ball. I think that's the best decision. And it's off. It's a bit of a missile, but once again, the biggest enemy we've had tonight is this turf. As that ball rolls and then it stops right in the middle of a big thing of mud at the 5-yard line. So that's been our biggest enemy tonight is this field and this turf and the roughness of the field. But that's okay. Gravette will start on their 5-yard line. A short 95 yards to go for a touchdown. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the half. I have faith that Gravette could drive down this field and get it. Let's see if it happens here. Gravette with trips. One in the backfield and a tight end. Hand off. And not really going to get much out of that. Looks like he's going to gain about 2 yards there. So a run of 2 by Dan. It's going to bring his second down and 8. And it looks like a exact same formation. Let's see if we run the exact same play. Fake and then pass. So that might have been just to set up that pass there. And if that's the case, it worked to perfection as we're able to pick up around 10 yards there on that pass. Completion, Chase Austin. That's why I'm not a football coach. I just thought they were going to run the same play again. But instead, they set up that pass play to be able to get the completion. So 3 wide. Got a tight end in, and then 1 in the back, or 2 in the backfield. Slips. Hilger runs with it. Oh, Hilger completes that. So nice completion there to Mason Dagley there. Gain of around 18 or so there. I mean, I think that Hilger, he probably would have got about the same if he ran the ball because he had a lot of green space in front of him. But you get those yards a whole lot quicker when you toss it out there to a wide open wide receiver. So, once again, 3 wide, 2 in the backfield. Pass. Little high. Pass a little high to Ian Drake there. It's going to lead us to second down. It does stop the clock, though. So with the amount of yards we still have to go and the amount of time left, stopping the clock is not necessarily a bad thing here. Going to lead to second down and 10. Three wide once again. Hand off. Isaac Dan's still running. He's still running. He's going to pick up about 15 yards on that. So a nice run there by Dan. His longest run of the night. But Gravette's mixing it up a little bit here. Giving them a steady diet of pass and then giving them a run play there when they were probably thinking another pass was coming. So a nice offensive execution by Gravette. 3 minutes left, and Gravette's about to cross the 50-yard line. Hand off to Dan. He's trying to get to that corner. He's giving some stiff arms. He ends up picking up 2 yards. Now, there's a flag on the play here. I'm wondering if we're going to see a late hit here. The PA announcer agrees with me that it's a late hit, but let's see what the refs say. And it is. So that's going to give Gravette a lot more yards. They're going to pick up the first down now because of that. 15-yard penalty. So a costly penalty for the Tigers here, trying to prevent Gravette from getting another score before halftime. The Tiger fans do not agree with that call. And if I'm just being quite honest, I mean, it didn't look too late to me from up here. So, I mean, I'm going to take it, of course. Austin running. He picks up 10 yards. I'll make that 8 yards. I was trying to give Austin 2 more yards. That gives us second down and 2 for Gravette. Once again, this is a great position to be in because you can pass, you can run, you can do pretty much what you want. Gravette's going to pass. Quick pass there, complete. It's going to be for a first down. Going to pick up around 5 yards there. Looks like that is complete to Dan. So Gravette has a first down here inside the 20 in the red zone. Exactly where the red Tigers don't want to see us. Handoff. Oh! Pretty big hit there. Chase Austin's probably going to lose a yard or 2 there. So that was a pretty big hit. They were in the backfield to greet Austin. One minute and 23 seconds left in the quarter. Gravette still has 2 timeouts left, so nothing to get too worried about yet. Austin tries to drive him off sides. And Gravette's going to use one of those timeouts. Don't know if, I mean, if you're going to call a timeout, you probably should have called it a little bit earlier to save some of that clock, in my opinion. But that's all right. We still have a minute and 9 seconds left, 1 timeout to go. So we still have plenty of time to do what we want here. We have a decent amount of Gravette fans that made the long trek out here to Green Forest. Nothing like a home game here in Gravette, but I'd say there's around 30 to 50 people that was able to make the trip up out here to watch these Gravette Lions come and play the Green Forest Tigers. Stands here in Green Forest are a little empty, which, I don't know if I could blame them, considering, they're 0-4 conference and there's a lot of games. It's not necessarily been fun to sit here and watch, I would suspect. So, Gravette fakes the handoff. Nice fake by Hilger there. Passes it. I'm not sure who he's throwing it to there. Oh, well, no. Ball a little bit high there again. It's going to lead to third down and 11 here. So the 20-yard line, of course, the incomplete pass is going to stop the clock. I would say you're really looking at 2 plays here to get a first down. With the field conditions, I would be surprised to see us go for a field goal. So realistically, we got 2 plays to get 11 yards here. 4 wide, 1 in the backfield, and trips. Hilger back to pass. Setting up a screen. He's got a running room. He's going. Dives in for the touchdown. Nice play. they set that. They do a good job of setting that up there, and it's good for a 20-yard touchdown. Nice patience there. You know, Hilger was sitting back there. It looked like he was looking at the field, and then that just developed really nicely. Very well drawn out play. Looks like Gravette's going to go ahead and go for the point after again here. Point after kick. Ball is up. Ball is good. So with 49.8 seconds left, Gravette is up 36-0 over Green Forest. So the good first quarter leads to a good second quarter, and with up 36-0, I suspect you're going to start seeing some reserves come into the game in the second half. At least I would hope so, given that we don't want anybody to get injured here. This is, I mentioned a couple times, this is a bit of a sloppy field, so it's probably going to be best to get some of those guys that work hard in practice but aren't necessarily out there for the start of the game. It'd be nice to get them out there, give them some playing time in a clock that's going to be moving pretty quickly, because at this point we're going to be under the mercy rule, Arkansas mercy rule here. Once again, still very balanced on offense right now for Gravette. They have unofficially 146 yards passing and 131 yards rushing. A pretty deep kick for Gravette, considering most of their other kicks have been kind of pooch kicks. And he's going to be tackled by Pride Lions at the 29-yard line. So 40.5 seconds left here in the half, and Green Forest scrambling to try to get something happening here. They're not going to have much time to do it with only one timeout. Green Forest comes out. Looks like they're lining up in the diamond T again like they did at the beginning of the game. Handoff. I think he's going to pick up around 3 yards on that. Maybe 4 yards. I think Green Forest is content to go ahead and just let this half come to an end here mercifully. Another run, not going anywhere, no gain on that. And that's going to end the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, Gravette is up 36-0 over Green Forest. Like I've mentioned, can't ask for much better than that for a half of play. Very unofficial statistics on my part here. Hilger, 146 yards passing. Dagley, 93 yards receiving. Austin, 19 yards receiving. Ian Drake with 16. Donnell with 13 yards receiving, and Isaac Dan for 5. Rushing, Chase Austin is 71 yards rushing unofficially. Ian Dan, 5 yards rushing. And Cy Hilger with 8 yards rushing. So, for Green Forest, 72 yards rushing so far, and 0 yards passing for Green Forest in that first half. So that's what we're looking at there. Let me see if I could, well, you know what? I'll wait till the beginning of the second quarter here, and then I'll give you some scores around the conference and other scores of interest. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for the halftime here. We'll keep the camera rolling so you can see the Gravette band playing, and they're just playing on the track tonight, wanting to avoid getting out there in that muddy field. Don't want to ruin uniforms tonight. So with that being said, Gravette up 36-0 at halftime, and we'll see you a few minutes before the second half starts.
Hey, how about a big hand for that Gravette band? We're going to clear the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the band's going to set up, the Green Force band's going to set up to the side. Our color guard will be performing for you in the middle. And Sam will be conducting the entire thing from the ramp. Hi, Sam. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of the show for the Green Force band this year is called Bollywood Dreams. We have staged it such that it's a nice tale of Romeo and Juliet as one of our participants falls asleep watching a Bollywood movie and wakes up and realizes she's in the middle of a Bollywood movie in her dream. And she becomes Juliet, and of course our male color guard member Connor will be our Romeo. It's a tale of fun, heartbreak, and eventually togetherness. Ladies and gentlemen, the Green Force Band would like to give to you in its entirety Bollywood Dreams. featuring senior trombone soloist Mason Dunn McCreary. Here's song Keith. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for working with us today. We put on a concert for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Gravette Band, for coming out and playing for us. We enjoyed your performance. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in 2 weeks as well when the Tigers take on our crosstown rivals. Very good.
Switch back to your microphone when you're ready.
You can go ahead and turn it back on now.
Okay.
And Lion fans are back. Gonna run over some scores that might be of interest here before the start of the third quarter. Right now, second quarter, Gentry up 14-0 over Prairie Grove. So that's an interesting match there. Gentry is maybe trying to prove that they're on that same level as the Pea Ridge and Prairie Groves of the world here. They played a good game against Shiloh Christian for one half and had a couple of costly turnovers in the second half, and that could have been a little bit closer. Well, Gentry right now up on Prairie Grove, 14-0. Shiloh at the second quarter, 34-7 over Lincoln right now. Don't think that's a surprise to much anybody. Let's see. Where's our other score there in Berryville? Halftime, Pea Ridge up 48-14 over Berryville. So Pea Ridge is looks like they're having their way there. I'll go over some other scores that might be of interest. Bentonville West up 50-0 over Rogers Heritage at half. So a little bit of a blowout going on. Oh, my apologies. That's Bentonville West up 50-0 over Rogers Heritage. So let's see. In a low-scoring affair, Little Rock Catholic up 3-0 over Fort Smith Southside. Fort Smith Northside up 25-7 over North Little Rock. Bentonville up 35-7 over Rogers at halftime. Fayetteville up 16-0 over Springdale at the half. Greenwood in a bit of a match tonight, tied 17-17 with Benton at halftime. Siloam Springs down 10-6 in the third quarter to El Dorado. Let's see here. Farmington up 35-7 over Huntsville at half. Harrison up 35-0 over Alma in the third quarter. Pulaski Academy up 31-27 against Little Rock Parkview. That's a little bit closer than I think most people would think. Since I'm a Wynn graduate, I always give the score. Wynn up 21-0 at halftime over Paragould. Let's see, just scrolling down here. Elkins up 14-12 over Pottsville at halftime. Greenland up 33-6 over Cedarville in the second quarter. Boonesville and Charleston tied at 7 at halftime. And that's pretty close to everybody around the area here, and it's time for Gravette to kick off anyhow. And we're off. Nice kick there by Gravette. He picks it up, but he's going to be wrangled down around the 15 or 16 yard line. So Gravette defense comes back out. Let's see if we continue the trend that we had the entire first half there of holding down the Scream Forest offense. Fakes the pitch, handoff inside. He's going to be met. Maybe a gain of a yard or two, but not much at all there. So it was a nice pitch. It was a decent idea on their part, but they're not going to get much yards on that. So that's going to be second down and 8 for Green Forest. here. Still haven't completed a pass. Diamond T formation. Pitch off to the outside. They had some success with that early in the game, but they're not having it now. The gain of nothing on that, so that's going to put us at 3rd down and 7. And the Lion defensive crew is in, or destruction crew is in heaven, with only 7 yards to defend of turf to prevent this Tiger team from getting the 1st down. Let's see if this LDC crew holds them down. Pass. Incomplete. The receiver didn't turn around to see it coming. And even if he did, it would have been a tough sledding to catch as that hit him in the feet. So that's going to lead to 4th down and 7. And the line destruction crew destructs with a lot of ferocity there. And looks like they're going to punt the ball. No need to give Gravette that short of a field. Gravette's going to keep everybody lined just in case. High snap. Kicks it off, and it's going to get a Tiger roll there. And rolls down to around the 37, 38-yard line. But the Gravette defense holds a 3 and out and is able to bring that offense right back onto the field. And I'm curious to see who all we're going to be trotting out here on offense. See if we start bringing in our next line of running backs, quarterbacks, and receivers. It's a little bit different of offense when we have Pilkington in here over at Hilger. Pilkington is a good running quarterback. So a lot of times when he's out here, you see a lot of options here, and you see him run the ball. Well, I see Fernandez out here, and I see River Soleil. Who's that? Hand off, Fernandez. He's going to pick up around 5 yards on the run. So it's so Hilger is still out there on at quarterback. Guess they're wanting to keep the pass option open there. Hands off. Fernandez not going to be quite as successful this time running the ball. Looks like he's going to lose a yard or two there. So that's gonna bring us 3rd down and 6 for the Gravette Lions here. Let's see what our boys do here. Hilger under center. Tosses that out to Fernandez. He has some room to run. He's making some people miss. But ultimately, he's going to be stopped a little bit short of that 1st down. Looks like a gain of around 5, which puts us down at 4th down and a short 2, long 1. Looks like Gravette's going to be content to punt this ball. High snap. Pretty good punt. Going to fly over the Tigers' head. It's going to fall down at the 24-yard line. So Gravette defense comes back out to help to see if we can stop this Tiger offense. One again. Hopefully we get some fresh faces out there on defense to get a chance to get that uniform dirty tonight. Forest in the diamond tee. And offsides there on Gravette. Gravette's been pretty decent avoiding penalties tonight. That's about the third penalty tonight, but no major penalties, all 5-yard penalties. So Gravette's done a good job tonight in being disciplined. Looks like a bobble snap, but they handle it. Nice takedown there by 67. Who is that? Jacob Phillips. Nice takedown there of the running back there. They say it was a short gain. I'm not sure how they picked up any yards on that, but that's all right. So that put us as second down and 4 to go. Hand off. He's going to have a first down there. Pretty decent run on the play. Going to gain around 9 yards on that. So that's the Green Forest first down. Puts the ball on the 39-yard line. Looks like there's a few new faces out there on defense. They're pretty easy to spot. They're the ones with the jerseys that are bright white. Hand off. Met pretty soon, but he does pick up about 2 yards on the run. So that's going to be a gain of 2 there, and it's going to give us second down and 8 to go. The clock is ticking down super quick with the mercy rule in effect. Quarters go pretty quickly. It's going to be a first down for Green Forest on that run. He's going to gain around 8 yards on the run. So a pretty decent run there for the Green Forest running back. Going to give them a first down on the 49-yard line. They cross the 50-yard line there. Green Forest is going to in line with 2 wide, 1 in the backfield, tight end, a H-back. Hand off. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for maybe a half a yard on the play, but I don't think he really gained anything at all there. That's going to take us to second down and 10 for the Tigers. A nice stop by the Gravette defense. Going up there and meeting them at the line of scrimmage to say, hello, how's it going? Have you heard of the Lion Destruction Crew? That's what they said to him when he met him. It's a long conversation, but it all happened while he was tackling him and bringing him to the ground. He's going to pass. He's getting pressured. Ball in the air. Oh, almost intercepted there. So wasn't able to hang on to it. The wide receiver became the defensive back there. But Josh Dodge there almost picks that off. Josh is one of our wide receivers. He's used to catching some passes. I think he would have got that one too, but that wide receiver really got into him to help break that up. But that brings down third down and 11. And that's when the LDC's in heaven because they have held the Tigers to a loss of a yard in this first down and second down. And they have a long way to go for the first down. So Lion Destruction Crew here getting ready to destruct with the rabid ferocity that only lions could have. It's to be close to a first down. I think that's going to depend on where they mark that. It's going to be their first passing yards of the night. Gain around 8, 9 yards on the play. But that leaves them to fourth down. This is a position they've been in a few times tonight, and they haven't converted a fourth down yet. Hopefully we stop them from getting the first one right here. Hand off. And they're going to get a first down on here. And they're going to gain around 10 yards on the play. So a decent run by the Tigers. There, they get their first fourth down conversion of the night. But the clock is down. I don't think they're going to get a snap off before the end of the third quarter here. And they don't. So Gravette holds them to no points in the third quarter there. And after 3, it's still 36-0. The good guys, Gravette Lions, in the lead. These quarters definitely move quickly once you get the mercy rule in effect, which is fine with me. We here at the stream team, we're outside tonight, but we are covered, so a little bit better. It's a decent setup we have here, but it's still a little bit cold. But thank goodness there's not been any rain tonight. They were forecasting rain earlier in the week, and we've been able to avoid that tonight. So that's a good thing. I think that really helped Gravette's passing attack tonight and not have to worry about the rain. They've had very good success tonight passing that ball because the ball's been a little slick, but still manageable. Green Force going to go 4 wide here with one in the backfield. They fake the handoff there. Give it to the running back. He's going to be brought down, but not after picking up a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to gain around 7 yards on that run. So the Green Force is having a little bit of success moving the ball here in the second half. That's fine, though. I mean, with Gravette having a 36-point cushion, I don't think anybody needs to get too worried about it. And timeout, Green Forest. I think they wanted to make sure that they weren't confused out there. It looked like there might have been a little bit of confusion. But at this point, I think that they're wanting to try to get some sort of points on the board and wanted to make sure that they were all on the same page here. See if we have enough time here to get a couple of scores in from the conference. Still halftime, showing halftime 48-14, Pea Ridge over Berryville. Still showing quarter 2, Gentry 14-0 over Prairie Grove. And still showing quarter 2, 34-7, Shiloh over Lincoln. So, I was trying to get some new scores for you guys, but unfortunately, Fearless Fridays, not updated yet. Lion Letterman would have all those scores instantly if it was up to him. Pass, but he's going to just fall down like a leaf there. Going to lose a couple yards on that pass play. So that's going to put us third down and 6. And the Lion Letterman, or the I'm fumbling myself here, ladies and gentlemen. The line destruction crew is in the mix in third down and 6, trying to stop this ball, hopefully to get a pick. 6. Hand off. They ran this play a few times. It's hard to tell. I think they get a first down on that. They're going to give them a first down on that. So So Green Forest now has the ball in the on the 20-yard line. I think this is their first trip into the red zone. So the Red Tigers in the red zone, wanting to get some sort of score before this clock ultimately clicks all the way down. Let's see if this the Gravette crew could stop that from happening and pitch that shutout. Hand off. He's met immediately. But he's able to ride down for a gain of around 2.5 yards on that, I would say. So, second down and 8. Short 8, long 7 for Green Forest. They're still relying on the run game, trying to score points the old-fashioned way. And off. He's got some blockers in front of him, but Fernandez catches them from behind and prevents any further progress. But he's going to gain around 3 yards there. So we're looking at 3rd down and 4 to go. So 3rd down and 4. There's not a down that the LDC loves more than 3rd down. The offense is thinking when it rains, it pours in 3rd down and 4, and the LDC coming down, knocking on the door. Oh, they had him in the backfield, and give that running back some credit there. That guy, he wanted to get a touchdown. He wanted to get his feet in the end zone. And by God, he shook off, I would say, at least 4 tackles to do it. So give him credit. That's a nice, strong run by that running back there for Green Forest, which is not going to be denied. It would have been nice for Gravette to be able to pitch a shutout there, but I'm not gonna get too upset from a young man here for Green Forest getting in the end zone and getting a score. So congratulations to that young man. It was a strong run. He deserved to get it. That being said, I don't want him to score anything else. They can have that touchdown. I'm willing to let them have that. But it's time for the Gravette Lions to come back out here, eat a little bit of clock, run the ball here some, and just go ahead and put this game in the books. So, field goal was missed by the kicker for Green Forest. So that puts us at 36-6. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game. I would be curious to see if we see an onside kick here by Green Forest. Field conditions aren't really particularly great for an onside kick. Usually you want that ball to be able to scoot a little bit and get that 10 yards that's required for an onside kick to be legal. I mean, they might think at this point down by 30 that they might just kick it off. But you never know. So definitely building some dramatic tension here. Taking their time. Okay, there's the whistle. And they kick it off just like normal. Going to be wrapped up, but not after bringing the ball to around the 34, 35-yard line. So the Gravette offense will be starting here. Looks like at the 35-yard line. A short 65 yards to go down for a touchdown. Up by 30 now instead of 36. I don't know if the mercy rule is still in effect or not. I don't know if you have to be over 30 or if you're just at 30 if it keeps going. I know the clock is ticking right now, though. So we'll see. Gravette 3 wide. Hands off. Fernandez again. He looks like he picks up around 3 yards on the play. So it looks like Hilger is still out there. That's a little bit surprising at this point. There's the pitch. Fernandez trying to get that corner. He's going to pick up a few yards there. A gain of around 4 on the play. So that's going to bring 3rd down and 2 for the Lions. So Gravette 3rd down and 2 here. 3 wide once again. 2 in the backfield. I suspect we see another run. Fernandez has it. He's going to have the first down. He's got some speed and he's going. Fernandez with a nice run on the play. Let's see, how many yards did he get? That's a gain of around 18 yards there for Fernandez. So a nice run, one of the better runs we've seen for him this season here. But most importantly, it's a first down for the Gravette Lions. It keeps that clock ticking down to 5 minutes and 20 seconds now. There's the pitch. This time to River Soleil. Nice sportsmanship there, helping the Tiger up. So, but River Soleil, that's no gain on that rush there. Actually, a loss of 1, it shows. So that brings us 2nd down and 11. Rivers almost wrapped up there in the backfield, but he's able to get some yards. And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I have been saying that Cy Hilger's out there. I think that's just Pilkington with a dirty jersey. I couldn't see the 18. It looked like a 10. But Soleil's going to pick up 2 yards there. That's going to bring us to 3rd down and 9 to go. Around 4 minutes left in the ball game. So, with 9 yards to go, interested to, if this was the first or second quarter, I'd say you're probably going to see a pass, but looks like a design run for Pilkington here. And he's going to lose yards. I think he might have got to the line of scrimmage there. So, no gain of yards on the play. So that's going to put us at 4th down and 8 to go. Ball at 38-yard line. Let's see if Gravette runs the ball here or just punts it away. Looks like they're going to take a crack at it. Pilkington's going to run. He makes somebody miss. He's going to get a first down. Nice run there by Pilkington. I'd like to say that he juked that defender out of his shoes, but I think that there's more of a case of the defender slipped on a wet surface out there. But still, it results in a first down for Gravette. 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. A good run by Pilkington. Hand off there to Fernandez. Fernandez tried to bounce off of the quarter. Had somebody a hold of his foot there, preventing him from getting much further. If he would have broke that, I think that he would have at least been close to a first down. But instead, he ends up picking up around 3 yards on the run. It's going to put a second down and 7 to go, with less than 2 minutes left in the game. I don't think Gravette's going to have a big sense of urgency here. I don't think that they feel like they have to punch this in to prove anything to anybody. I think they're just running the ball and just letting that clock go down each time. If they score a touchdown, that's great. If they don't score a touchdown, I think they're probably fine with that too. Looks like Fernandez is met right at the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play. So 3rd down and 7 for the Gravette Lions. The clock keeps on ticking. Gravette's going to let it click as much as they can. Play clock's down to around 15 seconds left to go. So Gravette doesn't really have to snap this ball to around the 45-second mark. There's the pitch. Oh, Fernandez slips there in the backfield. Loss of around 4 on the play. So that's going to put us 4th down to go. And I suspect they're going to go ahead and snap this ball because they could bring the clock down to basically 1 or 2 seconds left. This game is essentially over. You know, only thing that could happen is if Gravette ran for a touchdown. But hand off Fernandez. Fernandez breaking some tackles, ends up losing a couple yards there. And that clock is going to go to 0, and Gravette Lions are going to get to even for the year, 4-4. They're going to be 3-2 in conference. And they're going to win this game tonight here in Green Forest, 36-6, 30-point victory. A good win by Gravette. To be honest, a win that kind of expected to happen, but you never know with a young group of students. You know, you never know when they're going to go into a game thinking they have it in the bag and slip up. I think tonight is nice to see them come out here in a game that they needed to win and they knew that they could win, but was still serious about it and was able to leave with a victory. So a great job by Gravette tonight, a great victory. Some very unofficial statistics at the end of the game here. Hilger, 146 yards passing for the night. Dagley, 93 yards receiving, unofficial. Austin, 19. Dan, 5. Ian Drake, 16. Running the ball, Austin had 71 yards. Isaac Dan had 52. Fernandez ends up with 30 yards rushing. Pilkington with 14. Hilger with 8 yards, and River Soleil with 1 yard rushing. Once again, Gravette Lions are going to win 36-6. It is cold outside, so we're going to go ahead and pack up and call this a night. Thank you, everyone that was listening tonight and watching this game on for the stream team. We appreciate every single one of you. And next week, join us in Lions Stadium against Shiloh Christian. We could use as many people out there as we could get. We'd love to see you there making a lot of noise. Thank you very much.